What up, YouTube? Back with another vid, man. I think we in our last days. I think that the world is becoming to a point where people are being desensitized. Like, you seeing killings everywhere. You seeing all kind of things on social media, Facebook. Like when was Facebook? When I got on Facebook ain't never showed no sexual things. It was just about family, friends, and all that. But now it's it's showing all kind of explicit stuff that kids shouldn't be seeing, and you got kids sneaking on Facebook. You know, access to porn. Type in anything, kids can get on porn right now if you have access to stuff. You know, we going through something right now. We having all these wars going on. We just having a lot going on, to the point where we don't know if tomorrow is promised. Of course, we already know tomorrow is promised, but we don't know what's gonna happen next. Like, every year is always something happening, like big tragic events. Like, look at the bridge that fell with all the cargo shipments and all that. Look at the wars. I think we got 2-3 wars going on right now. Look what's going on in Haiti. You know, black people over there in Haiti, the Haitians, starving. You know, barely got water. Other countries. You know, India? I seen a documentary on India. They don't have it so good over there. You know, a lot of people are living in poverty. And to be honest, in America, we really got it made. Even though we got things going on that we're not used to, we really have it made. Because you look at other countries like Africa, it's mothers and husbands, they got to break down rocks just to make a profit. It's kids working in Africa right now that's 7-8 years old, that's doing 12-16 hours a day. And shout out to Free Documentary. That's where I got my information from, just watching these videos, man. You know, people are locked up right now. As they did these crimes when they was kids. America had no sympathy for them. They doing 30 years life. They getting out 50. They didn't even get to experience purity. They didn't get to experience, like men didn't get to experience being with another woman. They being with another man, and they thinking, they don't even know if they actually that way or not. Pause. Because they never been with a woman. Like, we living in our last days, man. That's just my opinion. We living in our last days. You could believe now, you don't. Like, it's like I keep telling y'all, man. The AI is here. The robots finna come. It's finna be robots' lives matter. The robots gonna come to a point where they gonna think that their lives matter. They gonna be out there protesting, holding up signs just like black people. Mark my words. Then black people ain't gonna no longer be looked at as a minority. It's gonna be the robots. Mark my words, man. We living in our last days. Living in our last days out here, man. You know, how many times, you know, man, when I used to go to Chicago as a kid, we weren't told no pipes at no 8-9 years old. We was going, like, me and my cousins on 53rd Paulina, Motown, Inglewood. We were going to Sherman Park. We were going to Forest City, going to the show, going downtown, pumping gas for money. Yeah, we was getting in a little trouble, but we weren't walking around with military objects. I'm gonna make a video about that. How did the kids, these shorties in Chicago, get their hands on military objects? Kids, man. Kids got military objects, weapons. But y'all ain't thinking about that. Like I said, man, it's no more black and white. Y'all let that racism go. It's no more black and white. Yes, it's black people don't like white people don't like black people. It's just how it is. But it's bigger. They look at all us as equal. They look at us like, if you ain't rich, you ain't got no type of money, you consider you just at the bottom. Like they got them fishes that be in this fish tank and they go to the bottom and just be sucking on everything, pause. That's how they look at us. To me, it's just the last days. You may not think that I do. Last days could be last years, last century. The movies be trying to tell y'all something and y'all don't want to listen. All they got to do is stop electricity. Stop social media. If they stop electricity right now, we don't have no electrical, nothing, like the power go out. Do you know how to cook? Do you know how to hunt and fish food, and you know how to grow? You know how long it take to grow produce? Like, do you know these things? Do you know how to survive? What if it gets super cold? You ain't used to that. Let's be honest, you ain't used to that, folks. Like, living in our last days, man. People walk around here acting like things ain't going on. Oh, I'm living my best life. I'm just like, everybody got something going on, man. I remember being in school and just seeing these buildings fall. And I didn't really understand. I thought it was like a movie or something, like being in the 5th grade and these buildings fall. These Twin Towers, these things been there for years. And all of a sudden a plane go inside of it, people lose their family. It changed. It's like these things are well planned out. But I can't say too much. Cause guess what? I'm just a nigga in America. So, living in our last days, man, just all I tell y'all is live your life, man. Live your life. Don't worry about what's going on, these situations, these crises, because it's out of our hands. You can't, I don't have nothing to do with these wars. You don't have nothing to do with these wars. That's the politicians. Let them handle that. I'm doing what I do for my family. If it all if all things become an issue, it is what it is. Because guess what? Humans will always adapt to their environment. And once you understand that, you'll be alright. Yeah, it'll be cold for them couple of days, but you're going to figure out how to be warm. You better believe that. God gave you the power for that. I make this I'm Tired series because people fed up. And somebody got to talk about this stuff, man. Living in our last days. Yes, we are. It could be last year's, century, like I said. What ifs can happen. Stop thinking that things can't happen, man. They can happen, and they shown you it can happen. Look at COVID. A lot of y'all thought that stuff couldn't happen. Look at COVID. Shut everything down. The world haven't been the same since COVID happened. Haven't been the same. No, they got the eclipse about to come. All these people traveling to see the eclipse. You don't even know if it's real or not. They making money off that. They driving hotel prices up, gas prices up, everything, just to see something in the sky that you don't even know if it's real or not. I mean, did they really walk on the moon? Let's start there. Y'all know I gotta put some commentary in it. You know, living the last day, we don't even know what we eat. Talking about you eating vegan. Just because they put it on there and say that it's organic, you believe that it's organic. It's like, let's start that. None of this food is real. None of it. I don't care if you're a vegan, vegetarian, you're meat eaters, whatever. None of this food is real. There is no food left on earth unless you at a farm and you see that cow and you see all that and you did that to it yourself. Other than that, none of the food is real at all. None of it's real. And you can't get mad at the government. Oh, the government selling us this. You gotta look at both sides. I look at it like this. The government is trying to keep humane society alive. They don't want to tell you that we really don't have no food available. So you better take your happy ass to McDonald's, Burger King, and have it your way, because that's what you're going to have. All this, let's grow our food, let's do it. That's over with. Where you going to find some organic seeds at? Let's start there. You don't even know if it's organic or not. We're living in our last days. I try to tell people, just like I'm on this camera right now, you don't know what to believe. I made that video, I'm tired of chasing out the money. People really think that I'm broke and I don't have no money. You got people trying to give me advice, oh, do this, do that. They don't even know that how I live or nothing. They just go back for what I said. Stop believing everything, because these days are coming to an end. You could go in the store right now, matter of fact, you could go in Old Navy. Say, for example, Old Navy. Old Navy said they got a sale. It was $30, now it's $20. How you know it was $30 and now it's $20? How do you know this? You just going by what Old Navy told you. Like, I can sit there and tell you right now, I'm 6'1", and everybody gonna believe I'm 6'1". But guess what? I'm 5'8". I'm not no tall nigga, but I'm in shape. We living in our last days. Things are not the same no more. Yeah, in the 90s, 80s, we had this and that, but this millennium now, kids being too exposed to stuff too fast to where they gotta grow up faster. Your child is on that phone right now looking up stuff, looking up people, having sex, looking up these vicious crimes, homicide crimes, looking up, how to do this. The kids don't even got to ask you, hey dad, hey mom, how do you? They just go on YouTube, Google tell the kid. Google is the new parent for kids, and I'm gonna make a video on that. And I'm out though, man. This your homie I go by too. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe. I'm out, man.